You must give yourself permission to understand that we can't be so hypervigilant or so skeptical that we poo-poo and push away anything, everything under the sun just because we've been hurt before. That's not fair or right for ourselves or everything and anything that might be darn good for us just because we've been wounded before. So we want a permission to work to get away from hypervigilance because it's exhausting. It's tense. It makes you hyper reactive to things that need like a level 3 reaction. When we're hypervigilant, we're starting at like a level 7. So very hard to get to a 3 when you're starting at a level 7. So we just want the big umbrella understanding that we want to work to soothe our nervous system, and we get to bring a healthy skepticism. That permission is paramount. It sounds like a little bitty thing and an easy to throw away thing, but you must allow yourself to bring in some skepticism, and you have to be willing to work in that uncomfortable middle. This is why, as human beings, we would prefer, and we do see a lot of people do this. I've been hurt before, therefore I'll just never trust again. And there's a natural time and place for that. I know after both of my divorces, actually, I was like, I am never dating again or opening my heart up to this shit, right? For that moment in my life, that's exactly the right place to be. If I was coming out of a divorce like, so ready to start again, sign me up, I probably would have been missing a lot that I needed to process and a lot of pain and grief I needed to have. So rightly so, that part of me that was like, I will never trust another person ever. I had to give that part of me voice and a little time to process out until I could get to some footing. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit more today. Okay. So I just want you to give yourself a permission to move away from hypervigilance and towards a healthy skepticism. Okay. It's okay to not automatically trust people. You know, I'm a Southern raised woman. Okay. And one of the things that has shocked me on my self-development journey is hearing people that were wiser than me at the time say things like, I never give the benefit of the doubt. I was like, whoa, hold up. Aren't you always supposed to give the benefit of the doubt? Isn't that what a good person does? And to have someone break down a different perspective with me that, no, why would I automatically give anybody, anything, the benefit of the doubt? I want to hold back. I want to see how they show up. I want to see who they are, not who they tell me they are, but who they show up as, who they really are. And then I will decide whether I give trust or not. So there's a real grounding centeredness in allowing ourselves to start to just get to know our own taught belief systems around trust, around things like hope. I talk about this in the boundaries course, that a lot of us, especially sensitive people, pick up this idea that is pushed through society that we really should give unlimited hope to people. And it's like, no, we're supposed to give like second chances. And somehow sensitive people turn that into unlimited infinity chances. And then they wonder why they're so frustrated and hurt and exhausted and angry and bitter and resentful. So you get to have some distrust at first. I think the trick there, if there's a trick, is don't hold on to a skepticism that sits between you and another person, because we are risking, it's inherent, right? If we are going to open up, whether that's love, whether that's with a family member that we've had some hurt with, whether that's with a new potential friend, we're risking. And we're not going to know till we're going to know. And that's what hypervigilance won't let us deal with. Hypervigilance expects and wants to pre-know what it cannot know until it's there. It's part of why we're so tired, looking for stuff that you just can't see yet until you get there. It's like looking for my house when I'm still 3 miles away from my house. Like, I'm not going to see it. I can't see it yet. My eyes aren't that good. And no matter how intuitive and hypervigilant you are, you just cannot predict what's going to happen with enough solidity to make the hypervigilance sort of worth the effort. Okay. So you have to allow yourself and know that you're risking, and we must risk again and again and again and again. And I know how hard that is when you have felt betrayed by humans, whether that was your parents, whether that was a partner, whether that was a friend, a stranger even. as you test out the relationship in simple ways, not in a ha ha ha, I'm ready to get you, but just in a reasonable way of like, all right, I want to, like when I'm testing out a new friendship, I'm trying to see how simple and drama free is it for me to make plans with somebody? How's their communication? Do they run me around in circles? Do they waste my time and energy? Do they say one thing and mean the other? I'm really looking for people that can say what they mean and mean what they say and follow through. That's what I want in my life. That's what I'm open for. So as I let somebody new in and then let myself into their world too, I do want to have a little healthy skepticism. I do want to go let me let this person show me who they are, and I will try to negotiate some things moving forward if I think it's worth the investment in the relationship. And it will either show me that it is and it will pay off. And if it is proving trustworthy, not perfect, watch sneaky perfectionism there. But if it's a strong good enough, then I'm going to walk towards that. And my distrust should melt away and lower. If that distrust starts at a 7, it should get to a 5. And then over time, it 4 and 3 and kind of lower so that you can have a reasonable, trustworthy relationship.